Hi grade 10s, it's Mrs. Friesen. I am making our first video for our online lessons. So for some of you this will be a little bit of a recap, that's okay. And that's because I gave out this booklet in class and have done this lesson with a few of you. But for those of you who weren't there, here it is. And for those of you who were there, this will be a good refresher and also just help you to know what the online lessons are going to look like. Okay, so we are going to talk about angles this unit, and there are 3 sections. I'm going to go over the first section in this video and make 2 other videos for the remaining sections. This will be familiar to you from last year, okay? So just a heads up that this unit is actually quite similar to last year, grade 9's angles unit, but it is again in the grade 10 curriculum, so we're going to work on it. All right, so we are going to just start here by doing, oh boy, sorry you guys. Okay, there we go. We're just going to remind ourselves that when we look at angles, then we're looking for that little marking there, that kind of that curved line that I'm trying to highlight here on each angle, and that tells us which side of the angle we're looking at, right? So you can see that in every angle there are kind of those 2 arms that make up the angle, like here and here, or any of the other ones, and we never know which side we're looking at. So if we're going to be looking on that inside section or that outside section until we indicate it, and so that's what we use to indicate that. Okay, so I'm just going to take those off. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so then that's the first thing to review. Now, let's talk about the types of angles. The first one we're going to look at is an acute angle. Okay, so remember that the key thing with an acute angle is that it's between 0 and 90. Okay, and that means it can't be exactly 0 or exactly 90, but it can be between those two. So any of these examples here, 71, 67, 12, 48, and so on, those are all examples of acute angles. Okay, and when we look at them, they're going to look like a pizza piece because they're smaller than 90 degrees, so that's how I think of those. Okay, the next one is a right angle, and the important thing here is that it is exactly 90 degrees, okay? So it can't be even a little bit above or below to be a right angle. It has to be exactly that 90 degrees. And usually, as we've talked about, we represent it with that right angle sign, like we've talked about many times in this class, but occasionally we will see the corner without the right angle in it, and that's okay too. It's a little bit unconventional, but it does happen. Okay, next one. Obtuse angles. So obtuse angles are more than 90 but less than 180, and again not exactly equal to 90 or exactly equal to 180, but in between the two. And so the examples below are good examples, and I would recommend that you just go over them. Okay, next one, straight angle. This one is very easy because it's exactly 180 and it will always look like this. Okay, now it is worth noting that in the case of a straight angle, we could have also put the, oh dear, sorry you guys, wow. We could have put, there we go, the marking for the angle on this side. Okay, we could have put the half circle there, and that's because in the case of a straight angle, either side of a flat line would be 180 degrees because it's exactly flat. Okay, so we can highlight the top side or the bottom side, doesn't matter. Next one is a reflex angle. That's between 180 and 360, and so that is kind of the opposite side of an obtuse angle. Okay, so if I were to highlight this side, that would be an obtuse angle, that would be an obtuse angle, this one, etc. Okay, so it's the outside or the big side of the angle, and again, not exactly 180, not exactly 360, but in between. Then we're going to talk about full rotation angle, and that's exactly 360 degrees. Okay, so that's the whole circle, and we can see it drawn out here. And it does look a little bit weird, but that's because, like I say here, the 2 arms of the angle are in the exact same place. Okay, so that's the reason it looks a little strange, but that angle marker, this part, is still there, right? So it's showing us that the angle is going all the way around to make 360 degrees. And that's called a full rotation. Last but not least, for this lesson, this is a quick one, we just have a chart here that's super helpful. It's kind of a summary here of all the types of angles that we just looked at, and it does give you a diagram with each, so this is a great chart for you to know. Hopefully we're going to get back to school within some reasonable amount of time. This will be a good chart to put on a CCA, that kind of thing. So this is a great chart. Would recommend you take a look at it. And of course, reference this chart anytime we're doing anything in this unit, notes or worksheets or anything like that. All right, that's it for today. Quick lesson here. I hope you ladies are all doing well. I hope you're taking care of yourselves. If you need anything, you need to talk at all, just reach out to me. I'm here for you. And yeah, as long as you're taking care of yourselves and being healthy and being safe, that's what's most important right now. All right, I'll talk to you ladies soon. Bye-bye.